Would you let go?
I'm coming!
Come on!
Okay!
Get fucking work. This freaking guy, man.
Fine.
Are you ready?
Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay. I'm ready to go.
Jesus.
Is this too late to mention? I really have the shit.
Too late.
Too late?
We're recording.
Can't we like pause?
No.
Can't we? We can make them wait!
No, we can't.
Oh, sure. You could piss 19 fucking times. I gotta take one shit.
I pissed before the show.
Fine.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. This is the starting screen of the episode. We are not quite ready just yet.
Not yet.
But we're getting there. We're putting everything together. We're making sure all the knobs and all the switches are switched. And
I'm trying to make bathroom breaks mandatory, but it's not working. It's a losing battle.
right.
Calling the union.
There's no union. I don't know how many times I got to tell you this.
Right? Look, the way you hit people in the mouth, I need dental. At least. Minimum.
This is what happens when you work for the Basement Surge. You deal with this. So everybody hang tight. The show will be starting soon.
We'll be good. We're coming back.
Yeah.
We need drinks. We need snacks.
Yeah.
John needs to change his hat.
But enjoy these highlights of the show. Have some laughs before we get things kicked off.
Yeah, don't be like me. Go take your shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, while we're waiting. I'll wait. We'll be there. Go.
We are filming.
So we're recording there. We're recording there. We're recording here. We're recording there. We're recording here. And here. And there. And here. This is already running. Everything is running. Everything is recording. That's your camera. That's my camera. That's my camera. That's your camera. Yeah. This is our camera. That's our camera. Okay.
Is this on?
We are filming.
Oh my God! Season 3, Frank. We are here. We have survived. Thank God. I'm drinking my Surge, man.
I know, but if I drink this and I drink the Surge, I'm like, yeah. Caffeine's gonna go through my body, and then next thing you get a phone call. Are you John Svedesi? Well, yes, I am. Do you know Frank and Selma? Why? He had a fucking heart attack. Caffeine overdose. By 3 a.m., I'll be in bed. Clear. Sir, what did you have? My friend's wife made really strong coffee, and then I had a Surge. Surge, didn't they outlaw that in the 90s? Yeah, they did. They did. It was good. Well, we want to know, would you like to bundle your home and auto insurance?
Oh, my God. I believe that for a second, you wily bastard.
Oklahoma.
God, he's from Ohio, not Oklahoma.
Oh.
I'll tell you, I'm really looking forward to seeing how John handles doing the solo thing and see what he can really, bring to the show. And just kidding, Frank. Just joking.
Huh?
And I know you'll make it a good one. I can't wait to see both of you. Later.
I'm going to put a smile on that face. He wants to talk some shit. He forgets what happened last time he dropped the soap.
Hello?
Hi, Patrick. It's John.
Hey, what's up, John? How you doing?
Good. You are on with Frank and I on the Basement Surge. We're doing episode 1, season 3.
The Basement Surge with that other guy that's not John.
Ahoy, hoy.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like to bundle your home and auto insurance?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Is there any way I could try and persuade you? We have great deals.
Look, I gotta let you go. I'm expecting a very important...
Trying to sell you a warranty on your vehicle.
No, none of that either, please.
Hey, things are hard here in the basement.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, baby. Touch my button.
Pod decks are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster looking to take your interviews and podcast episodes to the next level, you're going to want to check out Pod Decks. We love Pod Decks so much, we dedicated a whole segment to it in every episode. We definitely think every podcaster should have at least 5 decks on hand at all times. So go get the Pod Decks library. They have great conversation starters and making interviewing your guests a breeze. Visit poddex.com and use the code BASEMENT10 at checkout for 10% off and get your pod decks today. The Basement Surge is a proud partner of the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research. There is no known cure for Parkinson's disease, but through your support of Team Surge, you can help change this. We're one of thousands of people around the globe who are turning their passions into fundraisers to help them speed up a cure for Parkinson's. When you give today, 100% of Team Surge proceeds go straight to MJFF research programs. So, head on over to thebasementsurge.com/MJFF to join us in the surge to the cure. That's thebasementsurge.com/MJFF, or click the link in the show notes. Thank you.
Let's go. Turn up the volume. From the basement of the Empire State, this is the Basement Surge with John and Frank.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Basement Surge, everybody. How are you doing, Frank? How's it going?
I took my shit before we started.
Oh, thank you very much.
Just wanted to get it out of the way.
Welcome back to the Basement Surge, everybody. Oh, man. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Look at that. See? New, we're dealing with some new tech today.
I love when we deal with new tech.
Yeah. And there's going to be some glitches. So deal with it, everybody. Welcome back to the Basement Surge. This live show is totally dedicated to going over the episode we released on Monday. So if you haven't listened to that episode yet, Frank and I dropped an episode on Monday all about Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's just, we went over this amazing freaking epic movie. And it was just mind-blowing, I think.
Gorgeous. It was cinematically and musically scored and well acted. Gorgeous.
Oh, man, the little tidbits and the Easter eggs and just it was just beautifully made, I think, because Zach paid so much attention to detail. So, but tonight's live show is recapping what we spoke about that day. And, of course, some extra stuff, going over some comic book information, maybe some stuff you guys didn't know about. And just talking comics. I got my Superman hat on, which I didn't have for the recording of the episode. I'm sorry about that.
No, you finally changed your hat.
Yeah. But,
Guy's got fucking 6 hats on the wall. He's always wearing one.
Yeah, I got more than 6. Those are just my favorite. But if you guys want to listen to more episodes of The Basement Surge, head on over to thebasementsurge.com and listen to all of our previous episodes. And so Frank, I love the movie. I know you did too. And it was just, it was such a freaking epic event. I'm sorry. So we got a couple comments in here. It's not displaying the comments on the screen, which it should be. But what's up, Dustin? Grandma Carol says, have to have a union, Frankie. A podcaster's union, like you said in the intro there.
I'm glad everyone liked the new starting video that me and John came up with.
Yeah.
We put a little work into that.
Yeah.
Well, I put a little work. John put most of the work.
Jeff Hunt says it blew me away. Yes, it did, Jeff. I
love what Jeff calls me a wily bastard. It always makes me laugh. Because it's not a term you hear in Brooklyn. It's not a term where you hear it, Yeah. This is like, why? Look at you, wily bastard. I was like, I knew what he meant, but it's just like it's funny. You don't because you don't hear it around here.
I know.
Around Brooklyn, it's like, hey, asshole, hey, come over here.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So if anybody watching wants to actually join in, I keep doing this. God damn it. If anybody wants to join in on the conversation here, you can actually give us a call. Join the show, 917-409-8982. I will leave that up for a second and give you guys a chance.
Oh,
to,
I love when you repeat it.
I'm not going to repeat it. I mean, there are some complaints that I say it too fast. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe it's just me practicing for radio, right?
Yeah. Call right now. Get the toll-free number.
917-409-8982. Yeah. But yeah, Jeff, it was a great movie. I hope that you had the chance to sit down and watch it straight through and not take any breaks, because I know a couple of people did.
If not, spoilers alert.
Yeah. Heather says, did anyone like the original cut better? I have heard a couple of people online, like I'm in the Superman homepage group on Facebook, and I seen one person, I think, say that they thought that the Joss Whedon cut was better, and I think they got shunned out of the group. Because it's just, I don't know, man. Like
it's impossible for that one to be better.
You think so?
It's impossible. Like, how would someone think that version is better?
Yeah, I know, but it's like that.
Just Superman's rebirth scene alone. That one alone, without the campy dialogue and all that. Listen, there's a time for Joss to have his campy dialogue, and there's a time when it's not really needed.
No.
And Superman not saying much, and also Superman's fight with Steppenwolf so much better because he wasn't fully back to himself yet.
Mm-hmm.
So if you noticed people, he was a bit more aggressive than usual.
See, Linda says it was amazing. Yes, it was, Linda.
But John, do you agree with me that I feel like Clark wasn't fully like he knew who he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had all his memories and stuff, but he wasn't fully like himself yet. He was just a bit more aggressive, hence the black suit and not the traditional, hey, this is me, Superman suit.
Right. I guess. See, but like somebody in the group
I don't know. I kind of felt like he was very aggressive. He beat the crap out of Steppenwolf.
He really did. But like somebody in the group brought up the point, like the whole purpose of the black suit in the comics and in the origin story is that the black Kryptonian suit was supposed to heal his body quicker. It was supposed to absorb the sun's radiation faster than his skin can and help him along his healing process to get his powers back. So that was the purpose of the black suit, but they didn't even touch on that in the movie. Like in the movie, it was like he's just walking through the hall of the ship, with all the suits coming out, and he's like, I think I'll choose that one. Yeah. So,
but anybody who knows fashion knows that black attracts the sun.
Yeah, and it's slimming,
It is, but I mean, seriously, Henry's in fantastic shape.
Oh, forget it. Like he is my man crush. Like if I could have a crush on one man, it would be him.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, who really does it for me? I mean, who's in my top 3?
Who's that?
Idris Elba.
Really?
Yeah.
Idris Elba? However you say it.
Yeah. Like I remember hearing rumors that he was in like a line to be cast as like the next James Bond, and I was like, yo, I could see that.
Yeah. Why not? Change it up a little,
But that man has the accent. 1, 2, he's a great actor, and 3, fucking looks great in a suit. I mean, he pulls that shit off. He's got the look, he's got the build.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, hell yeah.
And it's like there's something about his face, like the look of his face, like you don't mess with that. Like he means business.
Yeah, no.
Kind of look, you know what I mean? But
he looks like he could shoot someone in the back of the head and just walk away.
Yeah. But yeah, Jeff says that Affleck is officially the best Batman now. Jeff, I totally agree. I had huge reservations about Affleck.
Huge.
Okay. Yeah, I had huge reservations about Affleck in the beginning when I had first heard that he was cast as Batman, and it was just, because I remember him from movies like Good Will Hunting and those romantic comedies, and it was just like I really didn't see it. But now it's kind of like I think it's the type of suit that they had made for him was literally, I think, straight out of the books. You know, and
Zach's attention to detail with the suit,
Yeah.
with Batman's fighting style. I mean, when he came off that ejector seat and landed and started fighting those guys, and the explosive batarang, which, oh my god, dude! I mean, that's not even just comics. That exploding batarang is something right out of the Justice League cartoon.
Right.
All right. So Zach is taking elements from all these different places, and he's given the fans what they want and what he feels like the fans deserve.
Yeah.
Zach is a goddamn national treasure.
See, that's what he did, though. He made this movie for the fans. He didn't make it for the studio. He didn't write up his own background. He didn't write up his own history, his own origins for the characters. You know, it's just he didn't change a whole bunch. He just took the existing characters that are in the DC universe and he expanded on them, which is amazing because he kept to the core of who Superman is and who Batman is. And, you know, it was really great to see Cyborg and of course the first appearance of Martian Manhunter in
who was the general, by the way, blew my fucking mind.
Come on, you didn't know that?
Come on, dude. Come on. When you see him in the other movies, all right, I had no Martian Manhunter vibe whatsoever. But the fact that when they showed you that, I was like, and then he transformed, I was like, yo, my man Harry Lennox, baby. I was like, his voice, he has a great voice too. He's one of those voices.
Yeah. All right, guys. So
like Carl Lumbly, who does the Martian Manhunter in the cartoon.
Yeah.
He plays Martian Manhunter's dad on the Supergirl show. Right. When I heard his voice, I was like, Jean?
Right. But
that motherfucker knocked on my door and said, Frank, may I come in? I'd be like, yo, Mr. J, come on in.
Yeah. But all right, so we are streaming exclusively to Facebook tonight. We're not streaming anywhere else. This is Facebook exclusive. And Facebook has a couple of features here where I can introduce a poll. So let's activate a poll. It says it's active. I don't know where it is active, but it is. So it's
somewhere.
Who were you most excited to see in the Justice League movie? Now, it only allowed me to put in 4 options in the voting. So you have Superman, Batman, Flash, or Wonder Woman. So out of those 4, who are you most excited? And if you were most excited to see Cyborg or Darkseid or somebody else, type it in the comments. Let us know.
Yeah, like, why did you put Darkseid in there? Darkseid wasn't in the original.
I know, but
the other people.
Yeah. All right, we got 2 votes for Superman. So, right off the bat, which is nice. All right, guys, for interacting with the stream. Good job.
Oh, you kidding me? Excuse me, people. Do we not see the shirt? All right. The fuck?
Yeah, Batman. The hell with Batman.
Batman is the mastermind, bro. Batman was the key, okay? Batman didn't do too much fighting. He did a lot of planning.
Flash was the key. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Flash
was the hero.
Yeah, but he was the key to the whole movie. I mean, everybody would have died if.
That's why I said he's the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
Though I have to say, watching Steppenwolf drop that axe on Clark's shoulder and him going, I'm not impressed.
Right.
And fucking shattering that shit. I was like,
awesome.
Like, yo, Zach. That was great.
I love that Zach touches on Superman's powers that nobody else really does. You know what I mean? Like, how long has it been since you've seen Frost Breath in one of the movies?
Forever.
Yeah. Like what? Superman 2 back in 1979? I mean, come on. I mean cinematically. I don't mean like TV. So, but for him,
even in the cartoon, he didn't use it that much.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those powers, like it's a second tier power, that nobody really shows off in any of the media. But Zach decided to say, all right, well, now would be a good opportunity to use it. And you know what? It really was, because it was an easy way.
Used it in such a great way.
Yeah, it was an easy way to get rid of Steppenwolf's axe. You know what I mean? Heather says, I had to pick Superman only because he was the only one who changed in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a lot of great scenes, like him just beating the shit. I mean, I love the fact that when the mother box opened,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? When the portal opened, all right, Superman's just like boom, he's still beating Steppenwolf's ass, and he looks up and he's like, "Motherfucker, you wait, you're next."
Right. Yeah, he's like beating the hell out of Steppenwolf on the ground, and Steppenwolf's like bouncing. He's just bouncing.
They just tossed, man. They straight up tossed the Darkseid's uncle right back at him, and Darkseid just crushed his head like it was nothing.
Steppenwolf is Darkseid's uncle, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
For all you comic book nerds out there.
Okay, so now let's talk about something that we didn't really touch on in the episode, which is the anti-life equation.
Oh man. Yeah.
Okay, because that was briefly touched on, I think, within maybe 2 or 3 scenes within the movie. And it was, I think, as I tried to look at it from like a newcomer perspective, where they didn't really explain what the anti-life equation was in the movie.
No, they're leaving it as a teaser to build you up.
Right, because the end of the movie kind of leads into a second one, but which hopefully will happen. I want it, dude. The Snyderverse, baby. It's officially the Snyderverse. If HBO and Warner Brothers are smart, they will give Zack the reins to the universe and just let him have free reign on it.
Just let him build it. I mean, just the way he utilized the Green Lantern in its little bit of time.
Yeah,
was perfect.
We spoke about this in the episode where it's like the Green Lantern. That Green Lantern that they showed was using beams out of his ring, as a weapon. All right, he wasn't making constructs, so
because it was over 5,000 years ago,
right? And lanterns back then really didn't use it like that. They used it just as like a blasting weapon, and which is accurate in the movie, which was insane to me, But
but it's also accurate in the comics because who was it? I'm sorry, this got caught in my throat. Who was it? I think his name was Avra. Avra was like the first lantern to use constructs.
Yeah,
and then the other lanterns started copying that because you're just limited only by your imagination.
Yeah,
that's why that's one of the main reasons why I liked Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern, because he was a cartoonist. So a lot of his constructs were like kind of funny, because he had a big imagination.
Right.
Like Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart had like all these solid, really like one-dimensional constructs, and they say that whatever Jon builds is very solid, very strong. You know what I mean? Like he was argued to have had like the strongest constructs, like shield-wise, like shields and walls.
Right.
Like his shit was hard to crack.
Jon Stewart, wasn't he the Marine, or he was in the armed forces, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, in the cartoon they made him a Marine. I think in the comics he had a military service, but was also like a construction worker. That's why they say everything that Jon builds is like rock solid. You know what I mean? It was like solid.
Yeah, because I know Hal Jordan was the pilot, so, and I remember him in the books as well as in the cartoons where he would make jets out of his constructs.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
jets and missiles.
Yeah. Right. But let's talk about the anti-life equation real quick. So now
it's a very like touchy subject.
It is. Okay. Because this is something that Darkseid's been searching all over the universe for. And it's basically a power to control everything. Right, Frank?
Yes.
Right. So that
to like basically to create or even destroy, because the funny thing is with the anti-life equation, which I find funny about it, it's just like Darkseid already has what's called the Omega effect,
right?
Which is with the Omega beams, right? Because if you notice in the ancient battle scene, his eyes aren't glowing; they're white. Later on, you see,
and he's not wearing the armor.
Yeah, and later on, when in the future Darkseid scenes, you see him; has red eyes because that's when he has the Omega effect.
Mm-hmm.
Those Omega beams are really fucking crazy because he can control them mentally, and make them go any weird way.
Right.
And
that's
also
why
they have been
zigzags,
yeah,
yeah.
But they've also been known to not only disintegrate people, but he could actually, when he kills them with those Omega beams, they go into like an alternate dimension, I think, or some shit. And then he's actually able to bring the people back who he killed with them.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
So it's like the ultimate form of punishment. Dude, you know how many times he's killed Desaad with those fucking Omega beams and brought him back?
That's true.
Which I have to say, out of all the other background characters, Desaad was done magnificently.
Yeah.
He looked great. He sounded great. His scenes were very commanding. He was laying down the law. But you believe this motherfucker at the end of the movie looks at Darkseid and says, "I told you so." like what? Zap! Now you died. Now you died again.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think? By the way, I'm showing the results to the poll right now. We got 75% people were excited to see Superman, and 25% were excited to see Wonder Woman. And that's it. No votes for Batman, no votes for Flash, no votes for anybody else. Sorry, guys.
I vote for Flash because I wanted to see the new Speed Force scenes.
Yeah. I was actually pretty excited. Number one, because of Superman. I mean, come on, But secondly, was Flash. Because I really wanted to see what his what he was gonna do as far as how to save the day, because I knew Zach was gonna include the Speed Force in the movie. I was really interested to see how he was gonna do it. You okay?
I'm fine.
Oh.
I'm great. I love that my man Barry. Listen, my man Barry was the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
But I felt like all the stuff that Zach did with Cyborg really made him like the heart of the movie.
See, that's just it. I mean, all the hype leading up to the movie where Zach was doing all these interviews online, and he was saying that, this movie is really, it really goes deeper into Cyborg. It tells his backstory, and, it's really what he was owed from the first Justice League movie, because Joss had cut out so many scenes. But I, after I watched the movie, it was like I had that in mind while I was watching. And after I seen it, I thought that Zach gave pretty much equal time to Cyborg, Flash, and Aquaman, because, like you and I had said in the episode on Monday that, the guys who have their already previous movies, he didn't really expand too much on them. Like Superman was barely in the movie. Batman, you didn't really see too much about his origin or, what was
you already
going
know
on. Right, you already know.
You've seen it a million times already.
Yeah.
I don't need origin stories.
Right. Wonder Woman too, so.
Yeah. Which is kind of what I liked, like talking origin story wise, which is kind of what I liked what they did with the new Tom Holland Spider-Man. You know what I mean? You didn't see Uncle Ben die for like the 95th time. Right. You know what I mean? When they brought him in Civil War, he was still a young Peter Parker.
Yep.
And even when they did the solo Spider-Man movie, it wasn't an origin movie. He's already being himself. So it's just like, I don't need origin movies. I don't need to see Martha and Thomas Wayne get shot again.
Right.
I don't need to see it.
Right. I'm sorry.
Even though in Batman v Superman, them casting Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Thomas Wayne, I could so see him as Flashpoint Batman.
Oh, absolutely.
I want it so much. I think the man has the acting skill. I think he has the build, and just in that moment, that one scene when he's about to die, you just see him talk to the guy. Remember, and then you see his fist clench up. I was like. Don't worry, Thomas. In an alternate timeline, you fucking killed that guy.
Right.
Bruce is dead. That motherfucker shot. He dead. He gone. But you killed that guy with your bare hands.
Here we go. We got a caller of the night. Hang on, Sean.
Who's this?
Hello. You're on with the Basement Surge. Hang on a second. You're on with the Basement Surge.
Hello.
Hi. Sean from Dadnarock is on the line.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Good evening.
that was my call. That was my Sean. Just so you know, you were my number one voted guy to call tonight.
Yes.
Oh, that means the world to me.
All right. Your partner could go shove a fucking lantern ring up his asshole.
I was just gonna say, well, he's certainly not gonna say Chris for that Green Lantern comment.
Yeah, he can shove not the ring up his ass, but the lantern itself.
The
but they
whole
charge
whole
the ring
fucking-
with the whole lantern.
That's right.
Oh man,
He'll
Sean,
be
good
the-
to good
the
to have
first
you
ever
on,
brown
man. So, what did you think of the movie?
All right. So I have an opinion on the other Zack Snyder films that you guys may or may not agree with. I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of Man of Steel. I thought it was a little too melodramatic. I wasn't a huge fan of Batman v Superman. And once again, I thought it just took itself a little too seriously, and the whole Martha thing at the end was a little unsatisfying.
Martha,
And then
what did you
And
just
then-
say?
I agree with you on that, Sean. The Batman v Superman, I 100% agree with you. It took itself way too seriously, and the whole Martha thing.
Yeah.
Did we just become best friends?
it was a little rote. And then my heart broke when Justice League came out in the theaters, and there was all that behind the scenes stuff. And I knew that Joss Whedon had come on board, and it was all cut to hell. And I mean, this was it, man. This was the Justice League. I'd been reading the comic books forever, watching the cartoon forever. So this is going to be the first big screen adaptation of the Justice League. It's a big deal. Super Friends been popular since the
Super
70s.
Friends.
Yeah.
And this was it, and it was just a stinker. God, it was kind of tough to watch. It was just even the CG was bad. I mean, Henry Cavill's upper lip and the red skies at the finale, and that random Russian family that it's like, who cares? Who are these people?
You're right.
It
right.
just was all over the place. And I heard about the Zack Snyder cut, and Warner Brothers was like, "Oh, this cut doesn't even exist." Like, okay, apparently it does. Apparently there's 4 hours of it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, I watched it on Saturday with my buddy down here in my own version of the basement, the Dadnarock basement,
Nice.
and man, I loved it. 4 hours that went by, man. I mean, you felt that 4 hours, but I was enthralled for that 4 hours.
Really? It
I
flew
was
by for
absorbed.
me. It flew by.
I-
It wasn't even long enough. I looked at the time and I was like halfway through the movie, and I was like, damn, I'm already halfway through. Oh no, there better be like a lot more.
Well, to me,
I
it
know,
felt
it
like
kept you
it felt like
walking.
binge watching. It felt like binge watching a really good show or something. Like you were just in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I liked it, and it actually redeemed a lot of the other movies. Like I feel better about the Zack Snyder universe as a whole.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
have to say,
comparatively, you liked it better than the Joss Whedon Justice League that came out?
Oh God, yeah, by leaps and bounds, leaps over tall buildings
Yeah.
and bounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
see, one thing I have to say about Zach is he's very, very true to his source material. Like when you watch the director's cut of The Watchmen,
Oh yeah.
it is fucking phenomenal. I mean, yes, you had Dr. Manhattan's big blue swinging cock around. Okay. Did you have to do that, Zach? It's in the comic, so I had to do it.
He's anatomical.
Yes. Also, Jackie Earl Haley as Rorschach was out of this
Yeah.
world. Amazing.
I liked him better as Freddy
Yeah.
Krueger.
I mean, seriously,
No, you
that
didn't.
wasn't Freddy Krueger, bro. That wasn't Freddy Krueger. Dr. Manhattan killed Rorschach. That's what he came back as. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
You
not
know,
in
the
here
whole
with
movie-
you. You're in here with me.
Yeah, I love that scene. But see, Zach's very true to his source material and his characters, and he loved Jeffrey D. Morgan so much that he gave the comedian extra scenes. Like he gave him extra
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
you really don't see too much in the comic. And the graphic novel is amazing. I mean, the only reason I bring it up is because one, it's Zach, and two, Watchmen is DC.
And it's comic books, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, I jumped the
So I
gun
got a
before.
question.
I jumped universes before when I mentioned the origin story thing with Tom, but
Yeah,
That's
let's just
okay.
not talk about the other company, Marvel. Let's not talk
yeah,
about that.
even though Doctor Strange won, we just don't want to talk about it.
Shut up.
Should have worn my Doctor Strange shirt.
So, Sean, did you vote in the poll that we posted before? Who are you most excited to see in this movie?
I did. I was one of the schlubs that voted Superman. But I'll be honest, because like they really did him right. Like they did Superman justice in this version. Like it just made more sense. It made sense that he was so like edgelord when he first woke up and so angry and didn't know anybody.
Pet Cemetery.
Because they kind of explained it. Like he was having his own like vision of the I don't know. But it just seems like they gave a little backstory as to why he was waking up so angry on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah.
And then, as he's progressing and he goes back to the farm with Lois and he slowly starting to get his memory back, and then his mom's there, and then I don't know, it just felt better. And then at the end, it felt better too. And he was complete badass when he went up into the space with his black suit.
Oh,
soaked up
God.
the sun's energy.
I cried.
Came back down all Super Saiyan and kicked ass, man. It was good.
I love the way he just abuses the shit out of Steppenwolf. I mean, he fucking beats the shit out of him. I mean, by leaps and bounds, beats the shit out of him. I said it during an episode. I said it during the episode where Wonder Woman and Aquaman are strong in their own right. They're powerful in their own right, and they could fight. And they could fight Steppenwolf, who is a new god. He's not like a slouch, bro. He's the new god.
Yeah,
and can they overpower him? No, but can they compete with him? Yes. But then Clark comes in, and Clark comes in. He's like, "Bitch, please, you know where you at?"
That was such a Superman was kind of showing off in that moment. Like he was like, I don't even have to like throw a punch. I'm gonna use my super breath on your stupid little axe and then just flick it and it's gonna break. And now what?
I love that because he didn't even like do like a full breath. He just went like to the side and then he was just like with both hands. I was like, as soon as he did that, I sat up in my seat. I looked at my girlfriend and I say, "Here comes the pain."
Yeah.
It's like when you belch and you just like got to leave a bad taste in your mouth so you can just like blow it out the side of your mouth.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me.
No. I do that shit sometimes.
No,
but I love Steppenwolf's reaction. He like bounces off the wall. He's on the floor and he hits the floor like all mad. He's like, "Hey, come on, you're not supposed to be here, man. You were dead. Why are you here right now? Man, why are you kicking my ass right now? What the fuck?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
what did you guys think
of
that? What did you guys think of that super Mortal Kombat fatality with Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Superman, all three taking their thing, and then Wonder Woman coming in with that beheading just in time to go through the portal? Like,
dude,
was that intense or what?
I said before, Steppenwolf was beaten, bruised, charred, gutted, and beheaded.
Yeah, it was just.
They send him back to Apocalypse with a motherfucker. They were like, "Yo, Darkseid, take this motherfucker back. I'm done with him."
It was definitely he was definitely sent back with a message. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
stay the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, but I think like if Zach was given the chance to make a second one, where Darkseid actually comes to Earth, I think it would eventually end. I think that movie would end with the Injustice storyline where Superman is bad. Just based on the visions.
I'm with you on that. Where I think if they did a Justice League 2, it would be the cliffhanger ending of the Nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And not even like, okay, not really the cliffhanger ending of the Nightmare. How I would do it personally is that I would do that and I would have the Justice League lose. And you would see this whole future tense part. And my cliffhanger ending would be the Flash going back in time and waking up before they lose. Like coming back to that moment before they lose and then trying to change it. But that's where the movie would end. Fuck you. Pay me more money. I'll do part 3. That's what I would do.
I'm with you, man. I wish we lived in a world where this version of the Justice League was released theatrically in 2 parts, just like the Harry Potter finale.
Thank you. That's what I said.
2.
That's exactly what I said.
No way.
See, Sean,
no
this is
way.
why I like you.
No way, because
like
I would have lost my shit if this movie would have ended halfway through just for another movie that I had to wait another 2 or 3 years for. No way.
No. The two Harry Potter movies came out not within a year of each other. They came out within a couple of months.
Yeah, well, still, I don't want to have to freaking wait. I know it's done. Like, just freaking show me. I'll sit there for 6 hours.
Look,
I don't care.
Look,
dude, that's us.
I think it just would have done so much better.
Yeah.
Plus, this
I
way
would have been jazzed. Well, walking
This
out of the
way's
theater,
better.
I would have been so excited for that. And I think, like what Frank's saying, just like doing a sequel where you do another part 1 and part 2, like Justice League could be the movie sets where it comes out in 2 parts. Because it deserves to be that big, because it's the damn Justice League. It's not like just the Aquaman movie or just the Flash movie. It's the Justice League.
Yeah.
So you break it up, you release it like that.
Yeah.
Look at Endgame, bro. Endgame was over 3 hours long, and it was in the theaters.
I thought.
Why can't?
What did I say before? We're not going to talk.
No,
Marvel.
I'm making an
We're not-
example
we're not
about movie. No. I'm not talking about the movie. I'm making an example about movie time. See, the reason the studios cut down movie times is to get more showings.
Right. Yeah.
And Disney said, I don't care. This is the movie in its entirety. Let the Russo brothers do their fucking thing. And what happened? The movie made over $2 billion.
Yeah. Well, good for them. But
well,
Would you
here's
stop it
what
with your
upset me
fucking,
about this whole thing. I got to be honest. Like, part of me was really sad after the movie was over because all I want now is an actual, honest to God, sequel where we see Ryan Choi as the Atom, where we see Martian Manhunter, where we see a Green Lantern show up.
When we see Green Lantern, I want John though. I want John.
What?
John. You guys think that we're actually going to get that?
You want John? I would like Hal. I mean, I wouldn't mind Hal. Either John or Hal. I'll be fine with me.
But actually, honestly, I seriously think John deserves his screen time.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've seen Hal Jordan in movies already, I mean, as shitty as they were. But, I'd like to see Jon Stewart. But, I really was hoping when I was watching this, I really was hoping to see more Lantern, because it's Unite the Seven. Like, if you remember the marketing for the movie, it's Unite the Seven. Now you have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, Martian Manhunter, and Green Lantern.
Yeah.
That's 8. But it's Unite the Seven. So, which is weird because if it is Unite the Seven and that's the way he was marketing it when it first came out, then he should have really included more of Martian Manhunter.
Oh, definitely.
But when Martian Manhunter came out, dude, and transformed, I loved that scene because you could see the sadness in his face.
Yeah.
The empathy in his face and the way in his emotions. Like, it was so, like, I felt it. I was just watching. I was like, damn, I feel that. I feel that in my fucking heart right now. And then when he transformed into the general, I was like, you sneaky son of a bitch.
Right.
And that stinger at the end where he came down and talked to Bruce and he was like, your parents would have been proud of you. And I mean, that was nice too. Like, wow. And even the effects, just how he looked, like they didn't cheap out on the special effects either. Like, he even looked great.
Well, see, that was the thing is that I watched an interview with him like a week or two before the movie dropped. And Zach was saying that a lot of the CG wasn't even finished because he didn't have the budget for it. And the movie looked pretty good to me. I mean, there were some scenes that could have used a little bit more detail to it. But I really couldn't tell where he was coming from. Yeah, because it just
really
looked so good. Like maybe that scene with the lantern, where Darkseid's abusing everybody, and then he gets the axe to the chest. But
what do you guys think of the 4:3 ratio?
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it only because I knew that it was the IMAX ratio.
Yeah.
And if I had gone to an IMAX theater, that's what I would have seen. So, I know that you see more of the screen with an IMAX than you do regular, regular.
I'm used to that ratio because I was watch a lot of things in widescreen anyway. So
yeah, you're a bougie bitch.
I am. I am. Now, Sean, do you agree with me when I say that I feel like in this version, though, I think Zach did Superman really well in the final fight. Like he was a bit more brutal than usual because he wasn't really fully himself yet. Like it was still like day one. You know what I mean? He was still coming back to being Clark.
Yeah, I think that's a good read on it. I just kind of read it as Superman unleashing and being his badass self. You know, the way that he does when he is up against Darkseid or the New Gods. I took it as that, like him just, relishing and using all his powers without holding back. But you're right. I mean, he was basically only back for one day. Like he was still probably feeling pretty aggressive.
I gotta say, there's only one thing in that movie that really that kind of let me down was when Superman came to talk to Alfred. I thought there was going to be more there.
Yeah.
I was expecting more. I was expecting more because I was really happy to get more Alfred. I love Jeremy Irons. I think he's great.
Oh, he's amazing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like a weird pit stop. Like I don't know what the point of him was stopping and just saying hi to Alfred and then taking off.
Like, hey, how's it going?
I think he went to Alfred because he didn't know where they went. He didn't know where to go.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, okay.
Like, hey guys, where's everybody else? Where did you go? Kind of.
Yeah. But I loved when Soups knocked Steppenwolf down, you see him fly up, and I'm like, is he gonna fly up and hit him? No, he actually flew up just to come back down like a fucking rocket and blast him.
Yeah, I mean, it's safe to say that Superman was the muscle of the group in that movie. He even coming back from the dead, he is almost godlike, and they didn't scare away from using the Christ-like figure too when he came back. When he resurrected. When when he went up to space and orbit, and he's just hanging there like Jesus, and they always do that to him in the movies, which is I don't know, it's kind of weird because it's like they're trying to get the point across that he's a god,
Well, he's the false
kind
god.
of like it's just like a god, like a god among men. I mean,
right.
Compared to the rest of us ants on the ground, that kind of
Because
thing. But there's always that. There's always that. They did that big in Man of Steel too. Like when he's literally like sitting in a church and there's big stained glass picture of Jesus behind him as he's deciding on what to do. Like it's pretty in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like in that movie, you see Ares and Zeus, which are the old gods. You see Darkseid, who is the new gods, and then you see Superman, who's the quote unquote the false god.
Yeah. Yeah, but the mother boxes didn't wake up until Superman was dead.
Because they knew. They fucking knew. They're like, is he dead? Are you sure he's dead? You positive?
Yeah.
I heard him. I mean, even the box in Atlantis was like, I heard that motherfucker down here. We good. Let's go.
Yeah,
I
liked it.
I love the little extra scenes with William Dafoe with his long hair, fucking showing off his Fabio. I was like, look at this guy.
Fabio.
You know what? The stuff I didn't miss was all the stuff that Whedon added. I mean, just like the weird little flash things, like the jokey kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like that weird scene on the rooftop with Batman with that one guy, like at the very beginning. The weird, kids taking the cell phone video of Clark at the very beginning.
Right.
Like just all kind of the weird stuff that just didn't seem to fit in that initial movie. Like it's gone. Like no wonder it didn't fit because it was Joss Whedon stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Though I was telling John during the episode, though, there was a few Joss Whedon moments I did like, which was when Cyborg and Superman are getting ready to separate the mother boxes, and he goes, you might want to expect some blowback. He goes, well, how much blowback? I kind of like being alive. It's like, and when they fell down, and Superman's laughing and Darkseid's laughing. I mean, and Cyborg's laughing, and he's like, my toe is hurt. How is that possible? I get that kind of humor. I get that humor. That humor is funny to me.
Yeah.
Or when Aquaman's sitting on the lasso.
I'm kind of glad
when Aquaman's sitting on the lasso, when he's sitting on the lasso, he's like confessing his feelings. I'm like, that shit was hysterical.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad they took that out. Because the movie's not supposed to be campy. I think it wasn't supposed to be light.
No, I understand, but
yeah,
that version of Clark was like he was immediately back to his normal self within a day.
Yeah,
this version was more true because it's like he's he's waking up again. You know what I mean? He's coming back. He's he's a little grumpy. You know what I mean?
A little, yeah.
He took a goddamn spear through the chest. He's not in a good mood. He's not in a good mood.
Right.
He does not. I mean, just got woken up, just got his woman back, and it's just like, if you don't come and help us right now, she gonna die. We all gonna die, but she gonna die too.
Yeah.
And so, now Clark's like, motherfucker, God, I can't get a fucking piece. That's why Steppenwolf good. That's why when you see Clark, he's like beating a fucking. Is he down enough? Is he down enough for you, Bruce? Is he hurt enough now? Can I go home? Fucking bank took my house. I got nowhere to go. I got nowhere to go.
I got nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
The fuck?
He's got the fortress.
Oh yeah, Lois will be freezing her fucking tits off in 2 minutes.
I don't know if you guys talked about it already, but I know we talked about how well Superman's powers were represented. But I mean, they really went for it with the Flash too. I mean, not only was there that scene with Iris where you get to see him, using his super speed from his perspective. And then towards the end, I mean, legit time travel and timey-wimey stuff where he had like full control. He was like, all right, let's do this. Let's kind of like Superman at the end of the original movie, turning the clock backwards,
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Like, I just went with it. Like, they set it up properly and they executed properly at the end for the finale.
I think it's
good.
Barry. I think it is because Barry's so young. He doesn't even call himself the Flash yet. He's so new in his crime fighting career. And he knows, I think he knows what he can do, but he just doesn't know the consequences of it.
Yeah, he's kind of scared of it.
Yeah.
Because he says you have to break the rule. It's like he doesn't want to do it, but it's like, if I don't do it, what happens?
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And he's not fully, he's not fully aware of what the consequences might be of him doing that.
Right.
But,
because I don't think at that point he's ever gone past the speed of light,
and it was beautiful.
Yeah, they really gave.
I'm sorry, Sean. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say they really gave both the Flash and Cyborg their parts and their roles. Like, they were very important throughout the entire movie. Like Cyborg, God, we got so much more Cyborg. Yeah. But just even towards the finale, they all had their piece of the finale. Like Barry running back and getting to Cyborg, and then Cyborg actually getting into the Mother Box, and him having the strength to see through what the Mother Box was trying to do to him. Right. And then we were talking about the triple hit on the guy there. Yeah.
No, but I loved it because I really liked the way Cyborg scenes. I loved when he helped that lady with the two kids, the waitress.
Yeah.
Because he felt like this woman is doing everything she can, trying so hard. And I know how that feels because I was at that point too at one time. You're trying so hard just to make ends meet and do what you have to do. And he has the power to do it. And he says, you know what? He sees everything about this woman, everything about her life, everything she does. He knows that she is a good person, and he gives it to her just because he knows he can help make a difference with someone. I felt like you may look that way right now on the outside, but on the inside, you are still Victor. You're still you. And it was so good the way that came across. That was one of those moments that I sat there and I was like, son of a bitch, Zach.
Yeah, they did his story right. I mean, even the stuff with him and his dad, where it was just that character arc of him really being really upset with his dad and crushing the tape recorder. And at the end, you're like, oh, of course he could just, fix the tape recorder because he's goddamn Cyborg. So
sure. Why not?
So then he just does it and actually listens to it. And it was great.
Yeah. But
he's like, but at first he's like, let me talk to you not as a scientist, but as your father. And he crushed it. I was like, well, I wanted to know, Vic, what the fuck?
Yeah. But all right, Sean. Well, we are coming up on the end here, so thank you very much for calling.
Wait. Before Sean leaves, I have to ask. There's one thing. What did you think of my man Leto?
Jared Leto as Joker.
Oh, much improved. I liked his look, and I liked the dialogue, and it just felt a heck of a lot better than it did in Suicide Squad.
Yes.
The man just needs the right director.
I loved it.
And Zach Zack knew exactly what he wanted to do and how he wanted Leto to portray his version of the Joker. Because I thought Leto was great in Suicide Squad. They just didn't have enough of him. They didn't use him properly.
Right.
Yeah, and
Because
this is the first time we get to see Batfleck. This is the first time we get to see Batfleck and his Joker actually face off and have dialogue with each other, and it worked. It was good.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. He's like, and make no mistake, I will fucking kill you. I was like, yeah.
It really was awesome. It really was.
As soon as he said that to him, I was like, oh shit, you fucked up now, Ron. You going fucked up.
I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see if we actually get a sequel out of this. I'm hopeful, but I'm doubtful with Warner Brothers and the state of them. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if we do, Ben Affleck Batman's already been recasted.
Yeah.
So we would get Robert Pattinson's Batman, which I could see Barry making jokes with him, like, you don't look the same. You know what I mean?
Well, you never know how Warner Brothers and DC are gonna run with the multiverse, so you don't know how that's gonna be.
Yeah, but I am excited for that new Batman movie. I think a lot of it is really casted very well and looking really good.
Yes. But
I think it also finished filming a couple weeks ago.
Sean, thank you for joining us tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Sean, I'm happy you joined, bro. I really am.
Sean runs a podcast.
Anytime.
Sean runs a podcast with his buddy Chris called Dad Narok. Head on over to your favorite podcast listening platform and hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button, whatever the hell you got to do. But you got to listen to these guys. They're pretty funny. Sean, when do you do live shows? Every Friday night, 10 o'clock, 10:30?
Friday night, 10 p.m. Right now we're doing an after show of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So we just did episode 1 last week, of course, at the premiere, and we'll keep doing it then.
Awesome.
Oh,
All right,
Sean, I got to keep in touch with you, buddy. I got to get on one of those Falcon and Winter Soldier episodes.
Yeah, absolutely. Just hit me up on, you know how to contact me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write you a nice handwritten sentiment.
Yeah, and then send it via carrier pigeon, and I'll get it 6 months from now.
There you go. All right, Sean. I'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for joining, Buzz, buddy.
See you guys.
See, Frank, that was great, man. Sean's a cool dude.
I like that guy.
Yeah, Sean's a cool dude. He's not like the other guy, where he thinks Ryan Reynolds is the best Green Lantern. I don't have that banner anymore. Otherwise, I would have put it up on the screen.
You of all people know, buddy. You of all people know. Sometimes you don't choose your co-host. Your co-host chooses you.
I know. I guess I'm stuck with you.
Yeah. You haven't killed me yet. You had dropped me on my head plenty of times to kill me in all these years.
Yes.
You didn't kill me, so apparently you want me around.
Yeah. But all right, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. It was a lot of fun. Frank, I love doing these comic book episodes with you. Your vast amount of knowledge in that little brain of yours is huge, and
It's
I love
astounding, isn't it?
Yes.
My father always told me, he goes, son, the brain is a fountain of knowledge. Yours is but a dribble glass of stupidity.
That's right.
Except when it comes to comic books, he told me. So I was like, hey, I got something.
If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. And if you're not following us on YouTube, head on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And Frank?
Ring that motherfucking bell.
That's right. All right. Also, you can find previous episodes of The Basement Surge up on the official website, thebasementsurge.com, where you can listen to all of our episodes, watch all of our vodcasts, and read our blog. Why not? Because
why not?
We have great things to say.
Yeah.
But all right, Frank. Stay tuned for next week. We're coming out with a fresh episode every Monday. So hit that subscribe button wherever you are. We need it. Thank you.
Remember, people, get on those message boards, get on social media, protest. We want a Justice League sequel.
Yes.
We want a Snyder sequel.
Snyder sequel. Hashtag Snyder sequel. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We'll see you next time, everybody.
Let's go. Turn up the volume. From the basement of the Empire State, this is the Basement Surge with John and Frank.